everybody, it's Paul.
And Steve.
I was about to say it's Steve.
It's okay.
All right. So we are back today. Thank you so much for joining us. We're back on Steve and Paul Discuss It All. And today's topic is going to be sad songs.
Sad songs. And there are a lot of sad songs.
There are. So it's going to be the 5 best sad songs. So before we get started, I think we need to chat for a minute about what makes a song sad.
That's right. Yeah. And that's, I wrestled with, did we mean that they're the saddest songs, or the songs that are sad that are the best of those songs that are sad? And is it sad because the content, or what? I mean, what'd you use as criteria for sad songs?
So I started with a song that I actually like.
Okay.
So it's got to be a song that if it comes on the radio, I'm not immediately looking to change the channel.
Right. All right.
So that for me was criteria number 1. Criteria number 2 was the content of the song, either the lyrics or the music, has to make me teary, I guess.
I got you. Okay.
I guess would be the thing.
Yeah.
I don't often cry at songs. I do sometimes, but I don't often. But the content of these songs, might get to me there.
Yeah. Just okay. So sad to you.
Yeah, sad.
Okay. I kind of went with the content of the song was meant to be, sad. Of course, that would be half the country music songs if we'd gone that route. But where somebody's got a loss, or somebody's left, or they've had a pickup trouble. So that's right. Your pickup truck broke down, and dog ran off. Whatever.
Yeah, with the pickup truck.
Hey,
Hey, that's going to be a great idea. Somebody's going to do that.
Without a doubt. Got to make that one happen.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, so who's first today?
I'll go first.
Okay, perfect.
All right, first. Sorry. Getting behind the scenes here. There we go. I have notes. All right, so my first song. This is going to be an easy one. Angel by Sarah McLachlan.
Yes, oh my goodness.
So the reason why is honestly it's a TV commercial.
Of course. Yes, you can't help.
And I can't even remember for the life of me what the charity foundation was, but it was against the mistreatment of animals.
That's right, yeah.
And I mean, just these heartbreaking images of these little dogs looking at the camera. And I love Jim Gaffigan's comedic routine on that. He's doing in the arms of an angel. It's like, this is a bit heavy-handed. So
that's right. Yeah, this is me.
We are just dogs. So that's going to be on my list for sure. Mostly because of that commercial. There is a little bit of a personal attachment with that as well. When our second son Casey was born, he had to stay in the hospital for about a week and a half after he was born, and that was when this song was big on the radio. And like it seemed every time Shannon and I left the hospital, we were listening to the song on the way there and back. But it's mostly for the TV.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's
just
that's good. It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
So that's a song. It's a great song. It's
a sad song.
It's a sad song. It's got that melody. It's got the lyric. Everything about it is meant to jerk those tears right out of your body.
That's right. And yet still we keep going back to it. It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So my first sad song is not nearly as sad as that one, but from one of my favorite groups, Chicago, Look Away.
Oh yeah,
just this boy. No, we're not getting anywhere positive with this. Yeah. This is going to be a bad outcome and bad experience, and just a reminder of what life is like when there's loss.
Yeah,
So Look Away.
Yeah, that's a great song.
And it's set. It's got the same thing with the music that goes along with the lyrics that just kind of leads you to this. Even when you get further along, you kind of get this climactic element to the song later. It's just climactic because it's gotten worse. It hasn't gotten any better, so it doesn't improve. It gives you this impression, the appearance that maybe things are going to get better, and it just doesn't.
Yeah,
that's right. So if you see me, anytime you have to say to somebody, if you see me walking down the street, look away. Don't even look at me. It's just heartbreaking. So.
Yeah, it is. That is a great song.
It's a great song and a sad song.
It is. It's funny. It's funny how good that melody is. But the content is on the side.
That's right.
All right, my next one, this is going to be a short song, and this might be a more eclectic pick. This is from a Broadway musical, Rent.
Okay.
So I'm picking one song, Glory. It's a big moment in the play. I've never seen the play, but I've seen the movie. So this is a song by Adam Pascal. I absolutely love the song. It's a very, very short song, maybe just a hair over 2 minutes long.
Okay.
But it's about an artist who's really struggling with his own mortality. He has a disease that is beginning to really affect him, and he's struggling with the thoughts that he might leave this world having not left anything behind of significance.
Yeah.
And it's just a sad song, but it's also got like this hard rock feel to it, which is good. But the lyrics are just very, very powerful.
Oh wow!
So I like it.
Yeah. So tearjerker.
It can be, yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's one of those things like in the moment, yeah, it can be, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, it's also just one of the like power ballad kind of songs.
Right.
So,
yeah. I got it. Okay.
Yeah, but you only get two verses. 2 verses, 2 choruses, and you're
Move
gone.
on.
It's
move on. You can't keep going.
I mean, it's like blink and you missed
Be
it.
depressed. Yeah. That's it. Okay. So my next song then is Hank Williams, the original.
Okay,
Not
yeah.
Hank Williams Jr.
Yep.
Hank Williams. I'm so lonesome I could cry.
Yep.
I mean, there's nothing about from the sad guitar, the steel guitar that's just sad, and the lyrics, the tune, it drags out. It's like painful to be so very lonesome, brokenhearted that you could just cry. That could even been a coronavirus quarantine song. I'm so lonesome I could cry. So.
It could be. I mean, luckily we've got people in the house.
That's right.
But yeah, but it's amazing how many people that I know that don't.
That don't.
And yeah, loneliness really is a thing.
That's right. That's right. So any song about loneliness is gonna touch my heart.
Yeah, me too. Because especially just the fact that you're that lonely that you've got to write it down like in a song is something. And that's something that as I get later on into the list, we'll talk about kind of artists working through these emotions.
Yes. Yeah.
Things that were happening in their life through music.
That's right. That's right.
All right, my next one is, so this is actually going to be a cover song, but the cover song did better on the charts than the original. So it's Last Kiss by Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
Great song. I love the story of it. And actually, in researching this list, I found out that there was a whole genre of what were called teenage tragedies in the 50s and the 60s, and the British rock scene kind of pushed that genre out.
Is that right?
But yeah, so like Leader of the Pack was also in there, basically about teenage love kind of gone wrong and somebody passing away.
Right. Right. Yeah.
The whole genre was built around. Who knew?
Yeah.
So I just really like that song. And I heard the original of it, and I feel like Pearl Jam just did a much better job. I think maybe it's Eddie Vedder's voice, or something. It was just a great song.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it was a great song, and a sad story. The whole idea of loss at all, but certainly loss, young loss. It's tough. Not good. Okay, so my next song then is, speaking of young loss, is Nirvana, Something in the Way.
Ooh.
Especially when you know just the struggle that Kurt Cobain had in his own life, and the tragedy of how his life ended, and how that song is really, it's almost him crying out. And there not really being any hope that he was able to find, and that makes it even, for me, it makes it even harder, even sadder of a song. So,
yeah. I mean, Kurt Cobain leaving when he did was kind of like one of those defining moments of generation. I remember when my little brother, who was a few years younger than me, how into Nirvana and kind of the alternative rock scene he was, and that just being a really big deal. That's a great pick. All right, my next one, I'm feeling like we started off.
I know. Wow. Can we finish the?
Yeah. All right, my next one is going to be another kind of eclectic song by 2 really popular artists who teamed up for this. It's a duet between Phil Collins and David Crosby. It was a song called Hero.
All right.
Really neat song, came out mid-90s, I would say. I've always been a big Phil Collins fan. David Crosby, a little bit. But they just made this beautiful song together. And I love the lyrics of it because it's starting off about like this hero facing this villain, kind of like almost this fantasy fairy tale gunslinger kind of world, and everything's right with the world. The hero gets the girl, the villain goes to jail, the hero goes free. But then there's this line there, I wish it were that simple for me. Mm-hmm. So it's like, so something didn't work out that way. And to me, the song was just great. Mm-hmm. I really like it. And so many things in life are that way, where it's like, this is I did everything that I was supposed to do, and things just didn't turn out the way they were supposed to. Yeah. And I think that song really captures that.
Yeah, no, it does.
In a very neat way.
Yeah.
Mm. So that's why that's on my list.
Yeah, that's certainly a tough, sad song. Yeah. All right, so my next song then, and as a parent, this one it grips me every single time that I hear it. It really is a great song, and I love the song. But it just brings tears to my eyes, and that's Harry Chapin, Cats in the Cradle.
Yeah.
Just as a parent, you think about, what kind of dad are you going to be, and what time are you going to give for your kids, and when there's so many other demands that are going on, and just the struggle that parents have, and then seeing kids who maybe they don't have the same kind of interaction with their parents, and boy, it just grips me every time I get to the end of that song. That's a tough one. So.
Yeah, that's a great song. I think that's probably the top of any dad's list. I intentionally didn't choose that one. Actually, technically that's not true. Technically, I meant to pick it, but I forgot it when I started thinking.
When you wrote it down.
And I got to 5, I'm like, okay, well, yeah, that's good.
That's right, takes care of that.
Yeah, but that is a great song. I remember hearing that just in heavy rotation, in the 70s, and then again in the 90s when Ugly Kid Joe covered it. Both are great versions of it. It's a great song. And then, of course, the Goldbergs had the episode where the son used it against his
dad. Yeah, that's right. To get his way.
Yeah, so that's a good one. I thought you were going a different direction when you said about parents.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So this is going to bring me to my last song, I think.
Yeah.
So this is going to be an odd pick. I'm just going to put that out there, and it's kind of funny because we did a video on our favorite songs. We've done a couple now, and I think it's kind of interesting how some of our favorite artists are popping back up. Yeah. So my favorite sad song is going to be by Queen. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be Somebody to Love.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And it's funny because that's an upbeat, snappy song. A lot of people sing it. Yeah. And I really do love the song. One of the things about Queen that I really like is just how inventive and expressive they were with their music. They were not going to be reined in any one genre. Right. Everything was rock and roll, but they took opera, they made it rock and roll. Yeah. Basically they took a gospel song, they made it rock and roll. Mm-hmm. But if you look at the lyrics to that, it's Freddie Mercury, crying out to find somebody to love. To love, And really what he's looking for is somebody to accept him.
That's right.
Yeah. That's what he was looking for.
To love him.
With that, for who he was. And when you kind of look at his life, that's really just kind of tragedy.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that song, but it really is that's the epitome of sadness, right? When you're longing for something that you can't find.
Right.
It's one thing to not be looking for something and not ever get it, but to be actually crying out, longing for something. It's not just lost, but it's this being lost in the sense of wandering around aimlessly looking for what is that acceptance and love and not being able to find it. What a tragic song.
Yeah. You'll never look at these songs again this week. We should just cut it off after intro.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so my number one song, and this is very personal for me. My youngest son is a cancer survivor, and when he was 10 years old, was diagnosed with cancer. Has had a really, really tough go at it. Almost 9 years now of treatment and cancer, and he's been through all sorts of different things and surgeries, and it's been a very tough go for him. Mm-hmm. And there's a song that when it comes on, there was even a movie made about it, and it's Mercy Me, I Can Only Imagine. Yep. And just this idea, the number of times he's been so close to dying, and then this, the song is about the songwriter whose dad passes away, and I can only imagine what life is like there in heaven, and every time that I hear it, I really can't listen to the whole thing. You know, I've got to turn it off. So it's one of those where it's not just sad, but to me, there's a personal element to this that just makes it tough, and you know, because of the content of the song and the experiences. But it's meant to be this encouraging song of how wonderful heaven is supposed to be. But you know, for those who are left behind, it can be a tough deal. And fortunately, Harrison's doing really well right now. Just graduated from high school and is ready to head off to college, if they have college this fall, you know. But so he's doing really well. But he's had some tough times, and so when I hear that song, that's probably, to me at least, the saddest song for me to listen to, just from that experience, even though the content of the song itself isn't sad. It's a pretty sad song for me.
It's interesting you say it, because I asked Shannon when we were going to do this, I said, what are sad songs? Because I was just looking to hear if she was going to shout something out. I'm like, that's an obvious choice. Why didn't I think of that?
That's right. Yeah. Why didn't I think of that?
And that was one that she picked.
Yeah.
And I agree that is a song that's supposed to be very encouraging. But for me, I always tear up when I hear it as well. Right. The lyrics just aren't quite as personal for me, so I had other things, but it's a phenomenal song.
Yeah. And it kind of goes with, and another song that would have been my next one on the list would have been Eric Clapton, Tears in Heaven.
Yep.
You know, same thing with a child that does. So anyway, those are, but that's certainly one for me that stands out. Mercy Be's, I can only imagine.
Yeah, Tears in Heaven is another. Eric Clapton actually couldn't perform that live for several years. He had to take it out of the set.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Now just as recently returned, from what I understand. So
how about that?
Yeah,
I can only imagine. That he couldn't do that.
Yeah. All right, so we got to bring this around and make this more upbeat. So thinking back to Cats in the Cradle, there's that lyric in the song about, you know, what I'm feeling like, Dad, is to borrow the car.
Yeah.
See you later. Or, you know, can I have the keys?
That's right.
I'm messing the lines up now.
But the idea, you get the sentiment.
Yeah.
That's
right. You know, not as many teenagers want the car keys now.
No, they don't.
So, like, what I'm thinking the equivalent would be like the internet password, the Wi-Fi password.
I have the Wi-Fi password, so I can go and play video games or watch YouTube.
What I'm feeling like that is to go online. Can I have the Wi-Fi password after I dine?
Yeah.
That would work.
That would work.
It rhymes.
There you go. Fits perfect.
There you go.
That's great. We have a new.
There we go.
That's a new. They could put that. That'd be a new line to that stanza to that song. It'd be great.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. All right.
I love it.
All right. So how about you guys? Did you agree with our sad song picks? Was there things that we left out? I'm sure there were, because as we were saying, there were things I was thinking of.
Yeah. That's right.
So yeah, let us know down in the comments below. Also, if you have a topic you would like for us to discuss or explore, we would love to do that. Please leave that below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up, and
make sure you subscribe as well. And also don't forget to hit the notification bell so that every time we post a couple of times a week that you'll get a notification about that.
Definitely. All right, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye.